What's going on YouTube? My name is John. Today I want to talk about how zombies is influenced by our own real world. I know this might sound kind of obvious, but when you're writing a story, you often draw inspiration from things that you know, things from your own real life. And zombies is no different. When Jason Blundell and Craig Houston are sitting down and penning the story, or anybody that's contributed from the zombie storyline, they draw from things that they know in their own world. And not only is it things that go on in Jason Blundell or Craig Houston's world or things that they've seen or come across, but it goes a step further than that. Many of the places in Call of Duty Zombies are actually places in our own worlds that exist, places that you can actually go and visit. And this is one of my favorite parts of the zombie storyline, when they draw from history and they draw from conspiracies and put them together into our amazing zombie storyline. It makes the research so much more fun. And today I thought I would take you guys through some amazing places in zombies that are actually real places in our world. Let's first begin with RIESE. Some people don't know this, but RIESE is actually a real place in the world that you can go and visit. It's in the lower Silesia region of Poland in the Owl Mountains, or the Eulenberg, and this is actually a real place where the Nazis set up a base and a research facility and a factory of sense. And it's been since the site of many different conspiracy theories where people believe that within these caves, within the Owl Mountains, the Nazis had set up wonder weapon factories and research places where they were testing out these amazing, fantastical wonder weapons. And you can imagine when they were writing the original zombie storyline, people like Jimmy Zielinski saw this, took the idea, and then ran with it to begin writing the zombie storyline. And it goes even further than that. Remember the fly trap from the RIESE Easter egg, the original Easter egg that launched the zombie storyline, that launched every subsequent Easter egg quest after that? This fly trap? Well, this is a real thing. It's called the Henge, and it's actually a part of the Project RIESE area site, and it's a place you can actually go and visit, and has since been the site of many conspiracy theories. Some people believe that this was part of a Nazi UFO testing site, and this was just the remains of it. To me, that's what I loved. I love researching this and seeing like, oh my goodness, not only did they like create this crazy zombie storyline, but it's actually based off of crazy ass shit in our own real world, and it goes even further than that. Let's take, for example, Hohenwerfen Castle. What is that? Well, that is actually the name of the castle within Der Eisendrache. So within Der Eisendrache, we have this castle. It was built after the Great War by the Wolf King and Pablo Marinus, and we have all this lore, all these legends. But the castle is real. It's based off an actual castle in Salzburg, or just outside of Salzburg, and it is a place you can actually go and visit. Now, this castle has its own history, kind of unrelated to zombies. It was built much later than what it says it was in the zombie storyline, but it's amazing. Treyarch basically created a recreation of this castle for us to play in. So you're not just playing in some random made-up castle. This castle is actually a real place that you can go and visit. These connections also go further beyond than just Treyarch zombies. Let's take, for example, Helgoland, the site of the Darkest Shore. This is obviously one of the more obvious connections to real life. It's been stated multiple times that we're going to Helgoland, a real island, but you gotta also understand that our own history takes place in the same history as the World War II zombies history. So as our characters were on Helgoland, at the same time, the bombing of Helgoland was going on as well, and several bombs are being dropped on the island. This is exactly what's happening at the end of the Easter egg when we see the bombs come in and our characters run from the island and jump onto the blimp. It is our history interacting with their history set on a real life island, and all of the gods that we learn about on that island are gods that had connections to that island in real life. And not only is it something that's real, you can actually just take a quick 2-hour boat ride to this island, which is pretty sweet, and then you can go experience it for yourself and see where Sledgehammer drew their inspiration. One of my favorite and more lesser known, though, connections to the zombie storyline in our own real world is Verrückt. So a lot of people don't realize, but Verrückt is actually an actual mental institute that exists in Berlin, and it has its own kind of sinister and darker history to it. Nowadays, it's less sinister. It's actually a medical institute in Berlin that students go to and people also do work and research in. But it's amazing. This place that's kind of iconic to zombies, this insane asylum, this place where Richtofen was doing all sorts of crazy research and terrible things, and where Dempsey was originally introduced in the zombie storyline, as well as those 3 other Marines. That's a real place, and it's somewhere you can actually go and visit in Berlin. You might have noticed that throughout this video, I've referenced the fact that these are real places that you can go and visit. The reason I do this is because I'm excited to announce a brand new project on my channel this summer. It's called the Zombroz European Tour. So Rad Austin 27, Q Knight Z, and I are hitting the road, and we are driving across Europe, going to some of the actual places from Call of Duty Zombies. We are going to go to the real-life RIESE, the real-life Rook, the real-life The Darkest Shore, the real-life Helgoland, the real-life Origins, the real-life Der Eisendrache. The list goes on. Those are just some of the places we are visiting on this tour, and we are going to film videos there. We are going to make podcasts. We are going to make daily vlogs, and this is going to be an adventure that we are bringing you guys along with us. We want to take the zombie storyline and bring it to life and present it in a way that has never been done before. For example, I've made a series on my channel called The Real Life, where I told you guys the real life history of Call of Duty Zombies. In this series, I tell you about the real life Mob of the Dead, and I would just record myself playing on Mob of the Dead, show some pictures, read what I read about it online, talk about how it fit into the zombie storyline, but that's not good enough. We're taking that to another level. For example, you guys are going to get the real life RIESE, and I'm going to film the actual RIESE, what it is like in real life, compare it to its in-game counterpart, show you guys the actual fly trap, and then talk about its history while I'm actually there, not just sitting at my computer behind my microphone with gameplay of RIESE. You guys are going to see what it is like, and it's going to take the real life series to the next level. So I am going to recreate it and film an episode at each location of the tour. In addition to that, we're going to be filming a podcast at each location of the tour for you guys to listen to and watch, which will include footage of the area as well as just our experience there, what it was like, and how we feel it differs from its in-game counterpart. I also intend to be filming vlogs along the way, so you guys will be able to enjoy those videos. There is going to be so much content coming out of the Zombroz European Tour, and I can't wait for it to begin. It's going to be a really exciting project on my channel this summer, and I look forward to you guys seeing the videos. The thing about this project is that it's an expensive project, and there's a lot of things that need to be covered. Everything from flights to hotels to food to gas to rental cars. There is so much that goes on to creating a video series like this that we are hoping that you guys could help support the project. So if this is something you're interested in, if you want to see us create the real life series from actual locations in Zombies, to record podcasts from actual locations in Zombies and daily vlogs along the way, then I recommend you check out the Indiegogo link down below. At this Indiegogo, you can get a number of awesome perks, everything from early access to the videos, as well as access to the tour Snapchat account. So we're going to make a Snapchat account and film and chronicle our adventures along the way. So all of the antics we get into will show up on that Snapchat as they happen. As we're at the real life Origins or the real life Der Eisendrache or the real life The Darkest Shore, we are going to be filming those locations, recording them, uploading them immediately to the Snapchat so you can follow along on our adventures and see what these places are like and interact with us while we are on the tour. We are actually bringing you guys along. You can get access to that at the Indiegogo down below. You can also get a signed postcard from the gang. I know a lot of people, when we launched our Patreon, they were disappointed they didn't get in on time to get a signed postcard from the gang. Well, this is another opportunity to get some. We also have some other cool perks. I'm bringing back my Zombie Chronicles poster pack. I'm also bringing back my Perca-Cola stickers. These are things that you can pick up for a limited time only. After that, they will never be available again. I have no intention of selling them again. There are a lot of cool perks. I'd recommend you check out the Indiegogo in the link down in the description if you want to help support the Zombroz European Tour and bring the zombie storyline to life like never before. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and bye.